Michael, yes, the 2004 Trillian Trust Auckland Cup shortly to be underway. The race favourite, as Michael and the team alluded to, is last year's winner, El Sue. Won it in dashing style too by 5 or 6 at $2.50, $1.45. 17, Just an Excuse, the New Zealand Cup winner, $4.35, $1.75. And number 10, Jack Cade, $8 and $2.55, who took out the Summer Cup at his most recent start. Howard Bromack is ready. Howard Bromack, Sly Flying to come up, Blue Chip Rock. Harnet's Creek is set, Light and Sound. Back marker is Just an Excuse. Mr. DG, El Sue, getting ready. Bob's Blue Boy, Oscar Wilde. Sly Flying's the one that's holding them up momentarily. The Trillian Trust Auckland Cup for 2004. We're not too far away from a start. Just about. Jack Cade is ready. Sly Flying not up onto the tape. Just an Excuse. They appear to be set now. And he let them go, and Just an Excuse bobbled off the mark, but then settled down pretty quickly. Light and Sound goes slow to get underway, and so also was stablemate Jack Cade, and one of the best to begin, Howard Bromack and Blue Chip Rock, and Ricky May turning on the speed early. Jagged Account began well in the cup for Brent Mangos, followed by Bob's Blue Boy, then Sly Flying and Win For You. Harnet's Creek came next on the inside. Next is going to be Oscar Wilde. They're followed by Attorney General. Miracle Man's underway. Then the race favourite El Sue is followed by Mr. DG. Mr. DG, Light and Sound, 3 lengths away, then to Just an Excuse, and about 5 or 6 lengths away to Jack Cade at the back of the field. They're down the back now. They're approaching the 2,600 metre mark, and the leader is Blue Chip Rock and Ricky May by 2 over Howard Bromack, perfectly placed in the trail. 2 lengths to Jagged Account, 5 lengths away. Bob's Blue Boy is followed by Sly Flying, then Win For You on the outer. On the inside to Oscar Wilde, they're followed then by Harnet's Creek and Miracle Man. They're getting along at a pretty good clip. Miracle Man is followed then by Attorney General, then the favourite El Sue. Mr. DG is followed further back then by Light and Sound, then Just an Excuse, and now catching the main body of the field is Jack Cade after a slow beginning. Round the turn they come. They're 2,200 metres out in the Trillian Trust Auckland Cup of 2004, and it's Ricky May that's dictating the terms on the Barry Purton train. Blue Chip Rock, and led by a length and a half Howard Bromack. Then we've got Jagged Account on the inner, then Sly Flying came off to Marcus to face the breeze for Hella. They're followed then by Bob's Blue Boy, who's 4 back on the markers. 2,000 metres to go. Win For You and McHenry in the 1-1. Oscar Wilde is back on its inner. Miracle Man back on the inside, and Harnet's Creek is on the outer as they swing out. 1,900 metres to go. Then we've got Scott Phelan and Attorney General El Sue and David Butcher now peeling out and going up and around that runner. They're followed through then by Mr. DG, then Light and Sound, Just an Excuse, and Jack Cade. Into the back they go. 1,700 metres out in the cup, and the leader is Blue Chip Rock from Howard Bromack, setting a light now. Harnet's Creek on the outer. There followed Jagged Account. Then we've got El Sue surging forward. Going with it is Sly Flying, and there followed Bob's Blue Boy in the centre. On the inside now is Oscar Wilde. The centre was Win For You. Mr. DG on the outer. Then Just an Excuse, followed then by Attorney General, Miracle Man, Light and Sound, and Jack Cade. Round they come. They're just under 13 out in the cup now, and Harnet's Creek has taken over. Harnet's Creek, Blue Chip Rock to trail Howard Bromack, face of the breeze. Here comes last year's winner and favourite El Sue round the outer. They're followed by Jagged Account. Mr. DG is tracking through El Sue as they come down now with 1,100 to go. 30 seconds with the first quarter of the last mile, and it's Harnet's Creek on top of El Sue. Mr. DG out 3 wide. They get the bell. There's Just an Excuse following through Mr. DG. They're followed Jagged Account, Howard Bromack and Light and Sound, then Sly Flying, Bob's Blue Boy, Win For You. Jack Cade is 4 wide, 900 metres to go. They're followed by Miracle Man, Oscar Wilde and Attorney General. They work out, and Harnet's Creek will take them past the 800 metres in 60.2. They swing down the back in the cup. Just an Excuse and Todd Mitchell, the second favourites, have loomed up on the outside to be second. They're followed Blue Chip Rock and join the nice run in the trail. Light and Sound is moving forward on the outside for Grant Payne. They're followed Jagged Account. Then we've got El Sue in the centre. Howard Bromack is over on the outside, followed by Mr. DG, Sly Flying, Bob's Blue Blue Boy, Oscar Wilde, Miracle Man. In behind him, Jack Cade, Win For You, and Attorney General. Harness Creek at the 300 metres in the Trillian Trust Auckland Cup. Ready to pounce is Just An Excuse. Down on the inside, Blue Chip Rock, the Malabar Maple passing lane. Howard Bromack is deeper out. El Sue now is starting to make its run at them too. Harness Creek to Just An Excuse and El Sue. Howard Bromack and there followed Blue Chip Rock and Jagged Account. El Sue's reached the front in the cup. El Sue now from Harness Creek. El Sue in front. It'll be back-to-back cups and El Sue and David Butcher score. El Sue the cup second at the line. Howard Bromack in a photo with the fast finishing Oscar Wilde. Then Blue Chip Rock. They were followed by Bob's Blue Boy, Mr. DG, Harness Creek, Jagged Account, Miracle Man. In behind them, Jack Cade, Win For You, Just An Excuse faded. Attorney General, Sly Flying and Light and Sound. 16, El Sue, the undoubted champion, back-to-back Trillian Trust Auckland Cups.